Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode. I'm your host, Lili Fifield, and you're watching Somos Uno. Today's special guests are here to help us get informed and inspired in the hopes of putting us one step closer to that American dream. After meeting with them, we hope to introduce you to the great people that make up our diverse communities and city. Today, we're educating ourselves with financial coach Sandra Mora, who is dedicated to helping her clients shift their paradigms when it comes to money. Our next guests are perfect examples of the American dream. In a special two-part segment, we will be discussing their stories along with the dream of home ownership with Realtors, Joe Corbisiero and Javier Hernandez of Dream Homes Team San Diego. This is Somos Uno. Our next guest is a living example of the American dream. Coming from Italy, he's a team leader and founder of Dream Homes Team San Diego. Joe Corbisiero has achieved success through hard work and dedication, building his real estate company to the top 1% of producing teams in San Diego. He's joining us now to tell us all about achieving the American dream. Joe, thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much. I'm flattered. Pensé que estaba todo en español, pero...
Pues lo podemos hacer en español, no te preocupes.
I'm just kidding, no?
Okay, don't get me started.
I'm limited.
Well, now we know you're bilingual.
Yeah.
I thought you were Italian. Tell us all about it. How did it all get started?
I love languages. Let's put it like that. How can you not speak Spanish when you live in San Diego?
That's right.
You know?
It's good for business.
But not only for that. You meet amazing people from Mexico and background that's like Latinos. Therefore, you have to speak Spanish.
You're right, but let's go back a little bit. Before San Diego, you're not from San Diego, are you?
No, at all. At all, not.
Take us all the way back.
So, yes, I'm one guy, I guess one of these lucky people that can call now United States and San Diego my home. But I come originally from Italy.
Okay.
And I've been successful not making pasta or being in the mafia, I guess.
Which we all,
the other.
Yeah, don't worry. We love it.
And no, it's been an interesting journey. I'm really blessed. See, originally I was born in Naples, southern Italy. And I lived in different cities in Italy. And then eventually I landed here to San Diego.
What age did you come over here? What made you want to come?
I came here 10 years ago, actually, yes. 2019 is going to be 10 years. Yep. I met a woman back then in Rome, which was my ex-wife. And we had a beautiful child. And she decided they want to give birth in California. So we came here to give birth, actually. And it was a 2-month deal. And it ended up, I stayed here for
You fell in love.
It was interesting, yeah. At the beginning, it was a little awkward, coming from a big city. I was in Rome at the time, and coming here to San Diego, in Carlsbad, actually, I landed.
Okay. So it was a little bit smaller than what you were used to.
Absolutely. Like, everything was a slower pace, and, the culture, the language. I didn't speak English that well.
At all?
No, I did, but it was basics, when you get out of high school.
Yeah. And you just decided to stay? Did you have any plans? Did you have any work? How'd you end up staying here?
Well, I've been an entrepreneur for many years, so total about 14 years. When I was in Italy, I was doing real estate as well. It was property management, rentals, and whatnot. So, like I said, we decided to give birth here in California. I want to have a California baby. So we came here, and shortly after, so interesting, I want to say a week later, there was this, back in the day, 2008, we were in a huge real estate crisis. So there was real estate auctions and whatnot. And I remember one day, I've always been fascinated by real estate. That's my life. So I decided, I'm like, I want to go to this auction.
Yes.
She's like, to do what? I'm like, I don't know. Let's go to the auction. Who cares? So you had to get a cashier's check, and then we'll walk through the auction. At that minute, I got 2 cashier's checks. I don't know why, don't ask me. But it was just the same.
You were ready.
I was feeling something, So we go to this auction, and it's interesting. I've never been to a real estate auction, though I was at the auctions when I was a kid with my dad. He used to take me to the auctions, where it was for cars. So I go there in this huge room. I was in downtown there at the conference over there. And I don't know, you see all these people, 20,000, 30,000, and this and that. So I stayed there, I was just watching. At one point, there was a property in Escondido, which I had no clue where Escondido was, that it came back to the auction for some reasons. And nobody was bidding at that point, and it was by the end. So long story short, I purchased that home for $76,000.
Oh, my God.
My ex-wife, like my wife, she
knowing.
she literally was elbowing me constantly the whole thing. I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I said, look, honey, $70,000 in euros, about 52,000 euro. We have, we have the money. That's fine. What's the worst that can happen?
That is not a building. I don't know.
So I didn't even see the property.
Yeah.
So long story short, I go there the day after I purchased the first home in California, and it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, which I rented for $1,850 from the first week.
So you bought a 3-bedroom house for $70-something thousand.
$76,500.
You took advantage of an opportunity and you saw it. That's amazing. And is that one of the reasons that you said, okay, we're staying here now? This is going to work out?
Honestly, yes. And it's interesting because majority of people think about recessions or, a crisis as such a negative thing.
Yeah.
But it's not always like that.
Well, it was for a lot of people.
Right. But it's not always like that. Sometimes you can see opportunities or you can see an advantage on the circumstances. So in that particular situation, I was lucky enough not to go through the whole 2005 all the way to 8.
Yes.
So I just was at the end when there was a recession. Therefore, I had a little bit of money saved and I was able to pursue my American dream.
And you got lucky. You got lucky
Absolutely.
Because that was a big risk that you took. It could have been something that maybe you would have lost even more money having to put back into this property, but you got really lucky. So it was almost meant to be.
I agree.
And that really is the story that a lot of people think of, right?
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of risks to be successful in life, I believe. And I still, trust me, I am...
Overcoming fear.
A little loco, yes. I literally, when I have something in my mind, I just go push through the door. Even if there's so much resistance, I keep on going through, and eventually something is going to happen. So I believe in that. I took huge risks in my life. I still do. Right after that episode that I bought that property, I actually purchased several homes.
Wow.
And I was, the reason I became a real estate professional is because I couldn't find an agent that was, first of all, had integrity. And it would tell me how things they are. You know what I mean? There's one thing that I hate. It's like they try to shove things up your throat. It's like, oh, this is a great deal. Oh, this is a great deal. It's not like that. It's such a big purchase. You have to be honest. You know? So I decided to take my real estate license shortly after that in 2010, 2 years later. And funniest part, reading, I had to go to classes because I couldn't do it online and whatnot. And I had the vocabulary here. It was Italian, English, and the books. And the computer.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
So you had to take it from English to Italian to be able to learn it.
Well, there was a lot of words that I didn't understand. I'm like, what am I going to do here? So the easiest way was just have a vocabulary right here and keep on going.
But you were determined.
I had to do it. I had no choice.
Yes.
And that's the thing. When you have no choices, you're able to push it through.
Yeah.
If you have option 1 or option 2, most likely you're going to go back to 1 of the 2.
Something easier. But you didn't have an easy way out. You just had to do that,
That's
or you couldn't find an agent that was, I guess, like you said, you could have agents, you were able to find agents, but not somebody that, was in your best interest.
Exactly. And, it wasn't just that. I decided I wanted to have a career. I said, I see the problem here. I see there's a recession. There is a lack of trust towards real estate people, which is understandable, honestly. I mean, nowadays, 27,000 agents. So I said, I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be that person of integrity that's actually going to do the best for them. Because I've been there, you know what I mean? So that's been my main concept since I started this career. And, pushing forward 10 years later, I'm running an amazing team, like-minded people.
And I imagine that's why you've been able to be successful, because you had people's best interest in mind.
But you can understand, even on that end, I mean, sometimes I am very straightforward, and passionate about things. So I might tell people, it's like, I don't think this is appropriate for you. I wouldn't put my kid in this property. And they look at me and like, why? I want this house. I'm like, okay, I take a step back. That's what you want. I'm totally fine. It happened,
But you're willing to give them your expert opinion.
Always.
Okay. And with all these years now that you've been doing it, obviously you've become an expert at the industry.
Yes.
You said you were doing it before doing it now. I want to learn a little more about the business, but we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
It's important to us is that we attract the right people that are going to make us better once they get here. The home buying experience is on time every time, and we never fail our clients. We help develop originators to become more relevant, more competitive, and more impactful for their clients out over the future.
We had one goal in mind: to create the very best mortgage company in the nation while maintaining our core values and our commitment to serving others.
Synergy One has emerged as the lender of choice for top producing loan officers across the country. If you're interested in taking your business to the next level, please contact us today.
We expect to bring great things to the consumers across the country as they evolve in the mortgage process with us.
Our first guest focuses on educating her clients when it comes to all their financial decisions, from taxes to retirement planning. Her commitment is to provide solutions and education to her clients. She helps her clients from planning to implementing financial strategies and insurance products. To tell us all about it, we have Sandra Mora. Welcome to the show, Sandra. Mucho gusto de conocerte. Gracias por estar aquí hoy.
Hola Lili, muchas gracias por la invitación el día de hoy aquí a compartir.
Pues mira, hay que empezar desde el principio, ya que apenas nos vamos conociendo. ¿Cómo empezó todo esto? Ya veo que ahora has crecido tu carrera, estás muy joven, se me hace impresionante todo lo que has hecho para este punto, pero tráenos un poquito para atrás, para el principio. ¿Cómo empezó todo esto?
Sí, mira, estuvo muy interesante porque me encantan siempre los números. Era como mi pasión. De hecho, de niña decía, trabajar en el banco, eso es lo que quiero hacer, ¿no?
¿Ya sabías?
Ya estaba consciente de que eso me quería dedicar. Y muy chica entré a trabajar en el banco, efectivamente. Me encanta platicar con las personas, ayudarles en sus finanzas. Pero había algo que no conectaba, ¿no? Algo que no conectaba, el hecho de que no existía la educación al cliente y más a la comunidad latina, que era algo que me llamaba mucho la atención. Si algún latino venía por una tarjeta de crédito, un préstamo, regularmente o su crédito estaba mal o se debía mucho, entonces terminaba haciéndoles planeaciones financieras sin que fuera parte de mi trabajo.
Y eso, gente paga para que alguien te pueda ayudar, porque pues es todo otro mundo que muchos de nosotros, incluyendo yo, no entendemos.
Exactamente, sí, claro. Pero yo vi al cliente que dice, bueno, quieres comprar una casa, debes tanto, ¿cómo puedes hacerte un presupuesto y esto, no? Pero me daba cuenta, o sea, esto no es parte de mi trabajo y aparte estoy forzada a vender algún producto.
Sí.
¿Cómo lo haces de alguna manera que estés educando a la persona en lugar de vendiéndola? Y dije, no, definitivamente no es mi proceso. Y tomé un break como aproximadamente como un año y medio. Y cuando regresé a trabajar dije, no, ahora lo voy a hacer por mis clientes, lo voy a hacer por mi cuenta y ahora sí que a mis términos, ¿no? Promoviendo lo que viene siendo la educación antes de adquirir cualquier un producto. Creo que la base de todo es educación, en cómo manejar tu dinero, en qué tipo de protecciones tienes, el por qué tener una protección. Uno de los servicios que hacemos y que yo veo una falta grande es, por ejemplo, un seguro de auto. Es muy común. Dices, un seguro de auto, lo que me pide el gobierno, ¿no? El mínimo. Pero ¿realmente sabes qué te protege el mínimo? ¿Realmente sabes que puedes...?
Te dicen 15, 20, 15, ¿y tú 15 de qué?
Exacto.
Sí.
O llega un cliente y dice, tengo cobertura completa.
Ajá.
No existe la cobertura completa.
No.
Y es educar en ese proceso. O simplemente llegan, dame lo más barato. ¿Por qué quieres los más baratos, no? Si tienes una propiedad, estás protegiendo a tu familia. Entonces, la base de todo es la educación. Si tú educas al cliente y le muestras realmente lo que tiene y la importancia, ellos tomarán la decisión correcta.
Pero si alguien te está viendo y dice, pues yo no tengo mucho dinero, ¿qué voy a manejar? Si apenas tengo suficiente dinero para lo que tengo, ¿cómo los pudieras ayudar si no es una persona que tiene un negocio o algo? ¿Cómo ayudas tú a la persona normal?
Se empieza por un plan financiero. Entonces, esa es base número uno antes de brincarme a cualquier tipo de producto. Saber, ok, ¿cuánto ganas y cuánto gastas? Muchas veces dijimos, no, si yo ganara más, no tengo suficiente dinero, pero realmente no es eso, son los hábitos. Por eso la importancia de ver, ok, ¿en qué estás gastando tu dinero realmente? ¿Llevas un presupuesto? ¿Cuántas veces estás yendo a comer afuera al mes? ¿Realmente lo puedes pagar? Entonces, mucha psicología parte de eso. Sí. Por eso el coaching en lo que viene siendo las finanzas lo considero base e importante. No puedes llevar a un cliente a un producto si no le enseñas las bases y cómo está gastando su dinero de manera inadecuada.
Entonces, tú me has dicho, los latinos, los clientes latinos es específicamente con quien trabajas. ¿Por qué? Porque tú viste como latina, cómo hemos batallado, cómo igual cuando pasó la recesión, mucha gente tuvo problemas que perdió sus casas por no entender contratos. Me dices que también ayudas a gente no a comprar una casa. ¿Es una de las opciones que les puedes ayudar?
Les doy asesoramiento cuando quieren comprar casa en México. Trabajo con una empresa. Sí, trabajo con
una empresa. Y me
habías
dicho, no importa si están aquí su estado legal.
Exacto. Creo que eso fue lo que me empujó más a crear la asociación con esta empresa en México que se llama Ruba Residencial, que ellos ayudan a personas aunque no tengan documentos. Entonces, digamos, tu estatus migratorio no es legal aquí, pero quieres invertir en México, quieres comprar una propiedad porque no sabes qué vaya a pasar contigo en el futuro, pues estaría bien que invirtieras en México, donde sabes que si algo te llegase a pasar, mínimo tienes algo seguro allá y no tienes que ir a México para firmar tus escritos.
Entonces, ¿cómo alguien que está viendo en casa dicen, ok, más o menos tengo ya fijo, siento que yo ya he arreglado todas mis finanzas? ¿Tú todavía encuentras formas? A lo mejor lo que no vemos, la persona normal que no puede ver en dónde está gastando de más, si no sales a comer, si no gastas en lo que tú piensas que son gastos extras, ¿qué le recomendarías a una persona que te está viendo ahí?
Mira, creo que siempre hay que revisar. A veces me tocan clientes que son muy estructurados, pero no está de más dar una segunda revisión. Es como cuando vas al doctor.
Sí.
Vas al doctor y le vas a decir todos tus síntomas y a lo mejor estás comiendo bien y estás haciendo ejercicio, pero hay algo que no está concuerda, ¿no? Algo que está fallando. Es lo mismo. Cuando vas con nosotros es como ir al médico, pero tus finanzas...
La doctora financiera.
Exacto, algo así. Es poder ver todo. Y yo les digo, ¿sabes qué? Me vas a imprimir tus últimos 3 estados de cuenta y vamos a agarrar lo que es un marcador.
¡Qué detalle!
Y vamos a marcar.
Ahí están por un buen tiempo, ¿no? Porque tienes todo, lo pagamos con la tarjeta y viendo... ¿Qué ocupabas, qué no ocupabas?
Exacto.
Me vas a hacer que lo haga yo. Ahí me vas a encontrar en tu oficina, yo digo. Entonces, tienes tú un equipo, no eres tú sola. Si no estás ahí disponible tú, hay otra gente que los puede ayudar. Y me dices que ellos también tienen mucha experiencia.
Así es. Creo firmemente en el trabajo en equipo. No pudiera hacer toda la gama de servicios que ofrecemos yo sola. Entonces, cada quien tiene su rama de experiencia. Tengo a alguien en la experiencia de retiro, en el área de finanzas y coaching estoy yo, en el área de seguros. Entonces, en diferentes áreas contamos con el equipo de trabajo.
Porque igual dicen lo mismo, que si una persona lo hace todo, igual no está muy bien, pero tú dices, tú tienes a cada persona que sabe cómo hacerlo.
Exacto.
Y mira, aquí nos están viendo mucha gente en San Diego, en Tijuana. Si te están viendo por casa, ¿cómo sería la mejor forma que te pueden contactar?
Sí, mira, por teléfono y por nuestra página y nuestras redes sociales. Mira, nuestro teléfono es 619-488-6313. Nuestra página de internet es www.oneedgefs.com. Tenemos lo que sigue siendo Instagram, Facebook y también en mi Instagram personal, Facebook personal que he creado, donde realmente estoy lanzando más que nada como tips financieros y todo.
Ah, ok. Entonces te pueden seguir por las redes sociales.
Sí, claro.
Si no se atreven a marcarte todavía, igual te pueden seguir, igual se inspiran poco a poco y ven que sí es que tú tienes toda la información que ocupamos, ¿no? Pues muchas gracias por estar aquí hoy, Sandra. La verdad que... me estás haciendo que yo piense a ver qué voy a tener que hacer con mis finanzas. Porque la verdad que sí, te pones a pensar de lo que dijiste tú y como que todos podemos por aquí, por cierto lado, igual no estar haciendo ciertas compras que no son necesarias.
Exactamente.
Para poder crecer nuestro futuro.
Sí, y es importante, es muy importante ver cuál es el objetivo, nuestro plan, el futuro, y de ahí en base planear y poder cumplir esa planeación. Y para eso estamos de la mano.
Pues no se diga más. Muchas gracias, Sandra, por estar aquí hoy.
Gracias.
Okay, well, that was some valuable information. I think that we have all learned the crucial importance of financial literacy today. Stay with us. Right after the break, we'll be talking to real estate agents Joe Corbisiero and Javier Hernandez of Dream Homes Team, San Diego. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back with Joe Corbisiero, and he's actually brought a guest with him because now we're ready to talk some business. Isn't that right, Joe?
Surprise, surprise! Yes, it is. We'll talk about
So
business.
tell me who you brought along.
This gentleman right here is Javier Hernandez. So the reason I brought this guy here today is because he's an example to the new agents, or the newer generation, I should say, of agents that are coming up. He's been working so hard in the team with us, and he's actually starting to, showing what's happening with the hard work. You start becoming really successful in the business. So he's an amazing example of another American dream, I should say. So him coming from Mexico as well.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. How'd you get started? How'd you guys find each other?
Yeah, so I got started in this business at another brokerage, and things just weren't moving along very quickly. I felt like I was more fast-paced. I kind of wanted to get to work and always, find myself busy. So I was introduced to Joe from another broker. She was just kind of seeing my energy, my attitude towards work, and she said, I think Joe would be a great fit for you. So me and Joe met. He kind of gave me the rundown of his team, and it's just been pretty awesome since.
Joe, so you're known for bringing that energy.
Yes.
It seems like it, right? You were
That's
just
right.
telling me that you guys bounce that off each other. Is that part of your business? Just making sure you start every day with a
We
lot
have
of
something
energy?
special, yes. Honestly, this has been my dream. So, it comes from being successful as a real estate agent, then something switched, and I wanted to be more of a coaching position for the people that we work with. You say, Sandy, you're a boss. I'm not a boss. And there's not a word like that in our office.
Okay.
I am the person that motivates them, and I give them the tips to become successful in the business.
Because you've been able to do it, and you want to see
That's
other
right.
people to be able to do it. So,
Correct.
Javier, are you from San Diego?
I'm actually from the Bay Area. I'm from San Jose up north.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how'd you end up over here?
So I moved out here. One of my friends invited me to move out here, and I was able to land a job out here and just made the move, jumped, got all my stuff and jumped out here. And, I've been loving it since, so.
And it's really interesting because, San Diego, it is a bit of a small community sometimes where you can grow up with the same people, but there's so many people that come from all over the world just like you guys. And I assume when you're dealing with clients, they can relate to that. You guys must be, selling homes to a lot of people that have similar stories.
Totally. Absolutely. I think it's a melting pot here in San Diego.
It really is.
It's interesting. You see people coming from different backgrounds, and it's so fascinating to me, because obviously it is definitely one of the most beautiful cities there is in the world. So we're so blessed to call this home. And it's funny to see all these people, or a lot of people that actually trying to migrate here, and there's difficulties. It's very expensive.
Yes.
First of all, even the real estate market is super expensive. And it's not easy to find, your niche or the right place to be. So it gets challenging for us as well. And when we talk about business, to find the perfect home, the perfect neighborhood for people that we talk to, based on the budget they have.
So you're telling me, you're Latino, you're Italian. It's a lot of love. I assume your business is like a family. And with your clients, I assume it's the same thing.
It is.
Like you were telling me, you said sometimes they want something, but you are always looking for what's best for them. So you've taught that now to
That's
your
what
employees.
we're trying to, exactly. This is where exactly the culture that we have at the office. But one of the main things that we really talk on a weekly basis is integrity.
Okay.
It's like I always want all of us to be prepared and know the market to the T. You have to know everything about the market, but in the same time, you have to know, based on the person you're talking to, how to cater, where to recommend to live in.
Wow.
I lived in different places in San Diego. I lived in Escondido, in Carlsbad, in Encinitas, in downtown, in Point Loma. So, and people are like, why did I say keep moving?
Yeah.
There is a reason.
You're studying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do. When somebody asks me about North County, a specific area, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What do you need? What's your lifestyle look like? And then I can recommend you where to go because I live there.
You are able to cater to all these people, but it's, I guess, as an immigrant, sometimes you see business a little different. Sometimes you can relate a little bit more to people, and we're very close, like you said, to the border here. A lot of people that are struggling financially. Are you able to still find them a home? Sometimes people feel like they can't afford it being an immigrant. I know you said you were able to quickly, maybe you had your savings, but a lot of people get here and they don't.
You're right.
So what do you recommend?
I'm happy you're asking this question. So what we usually do, we don't just, a lead or somebody calls in, I want to buy a home. You don't just jump the gun and you go show a home. What we do is we bring into the office and we actually have a consultation. In the consultation, what we like to do is discover the financial. It might seem a little invasive. Some people feel a little awkward, but it's so important.
Gotta be realistic.
You know how many, I want to say a good 30% of people that we meet, we actually recommend them not to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's an option when they go see you. They're not going to feel pressured.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not going to put somebody on a mortgage payment and have their DTI income ratio to 65% when they don't make enough money. That's, you know what I mean? It's a double-sized sword. You don't want them to then something up, a little dip, or a month goes by, or I don't know, they're an injury in the family or whatnot, they're not going to be able to afford that payment.
Wow.
Then here you go, they're going to be on a short sale. I will feel terrible.
Yes.
So we're always careful with that, you know? Obviously, we don't put it in that negative way. I'm saying, look, I am super positive. You can
just
tell.
lay it all out.
Say, listen, this is what's going to be. This is my recommendation. You don't have to buy now. Just rent for another year and a half. Now you're making $15 an hour.
Okay.
Try to get a job or a promotion that's going to take you to $20 to $22 an hour. In that way, you're going to have a DTI ratio of this, and it's going to be more affordable for you.
Wow.
You don't want to risk that.
So I really like that. I feel like I haven't heard that before, because a lot of people feel, okay, I like this house. I'm going to call them up. They're going to force me to buy it, you know, because I feel like a lot of people feel that pressure. Like you said, you became an agent because you couldn't find somebody that was looking out for your best interest, and now you're doing that with your clients.
My responsibility is that people make the right decisions when they invest in their family. Because when you invest on buying your home and pursuing the American dream, you're investing in your family. That 500,000, 400, even 200,000 condo, that's a 30-year commitment.
For the future, yeah.
You know, I don't feel comfortable lying or trying to push on something. I know I'm going to sell homes regardless.
Yes.
I know that for a fact. We have an established business. You know, we have a great reputation. So I feel, when I go to bed at night, I feel great. I'm like, okay, I did the right thing. You know, I might have lost the commission, but who cares? I actually help somebody.
All of that is just gonna multiply for you because of the mentality that you had when you were helping those people. So they're watching you at home, they wanna contact you guys. How do they do it?
Well, different ways. Okay. My phone number is 760-201-9252. I never give away my cell phone, but do it. Call me.
There it is.
You can find us Joe Corbisiero _Dream Homes on IG. Facebook is Joe Corbisiero.
Javier, tell us.
And for Javier, it's 619-738-4006. You can reach me on my cell phone. Shoot me a text anytime. We're also on our website, dreamhomesteamsd.com. You can find us as well.
And bilingual or trilingual, right?
Actually, we have 5 different languages going on at the office.
You got everyone covered.
We got it covered.
Perfect. Thank you for being here today,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
Okay, now that we've gotten our daily dose of knowledge, it's time to wrap up this episode of Somos Uno. I want to thank our amazing guests, Sandra Mora, and Realtors, Joe Corbisiero and Javier Hernandez, for being here today. For more content, head to our website at somosunotv.com, and of course, all of our social media sites. Also, if you can't get enough of Somos Uno, you can always watch and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. I'm Lili Fifield. Don't forget que no se les olvide, we are one. Somos Uno.